joining me for another EdTech tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the features that are available to us for free through the end of the 2020 school year through Merced County Office of Education. So to get to this page, you're going to go to portal.mcoe.org, and today we're just going to be talking about California streaming. Some of you may already be familiar with California streaming. It's been around for a while. It has changed a little bit since we first had access to it about 15 years ago. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what the features are, and you can determine how you might be able to use it in your own classroom or for distance learning. So I'm going to click on California streaming. There's no need to sign in. You already have access. Your students will also have access to. So you have some tabs here at the top. You can search by videos, images, audio, and you can also create playlists. We'll get into that in a few minutes. For now, I'm just going to click on video, and that will take me to the search engine. And you see I have some filters here to the left. So you wouldn't select from these drop downs, you would select from these categories down here. So I'm going to choose 10th through 12th grade, and it's going to repopulate every time I select a new filter. Then I'm going to choose English Language Arts, and you'll notice that it expands the entire selection for every possible subcategory. So if there are any of these that I don't want, then I need to uncheck those boxes. So I only want listening strategies, so I'm going to uncheck everything else. And now I've narrowed my search to 63 videos. It also puts them in order by the date added, so the newest videos come first. If we go all the way to the end, you'll see that some of these videos are a little older. For example, this one is copyright 2003. It does have an autoplay, so it will start as soon as you open the link. So this one has to do with Shakespeare. I'm going to play forward a little bit.
Latin had been spoken by some people in England for over 1500 years.
So you can see that the video is quite old. So even though it says copyright 2003, I'm thinking it might have been made before that. So you have a few options here on the bottom. You can share this video to Google Classroom. It will let you put it in a Google Classroom class. So it will pop open a new window. It will tell you which class to go to. You choose that class, and then it will post to that classroom, so you can assign it as if it were a regular assignment for your class. You can also save it to your Google Drive. So when I do that, I'm going to click here on this, and it's going to save the item to my Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And as you can see down here, it's working on that. It is saving the entire video. It's downloading it all the way, so it may take a while to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel it, but you could download the entire video to your Google Drive. As far as I know, once you've downloaded it, it's now yours. So even if you no longer had access to California streaming, you could still have access to the video after your membership closes. You wouldn't have the ability to use all these other features, but you would still have the entirety of the video. So I'm going to close that, cancel it, and then you also have the option to download. Some videos have segments. This one does not, so I'll show that to you on a different one. There's also an option for resources, so you have links to other titles in this series. You have standards that it connects to, and citations that it connects to. There is no assignment per se that goes with it. So I've gone back to the search page, and I've selected video, history, social science, and United States history. I'm going to show you a video that has segments in it and how that slightly changes how you can use this program. So this one about Joseph McCarthy and McCarthyism is the video that I've chosen. Again, it automatically plays when you open the page. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. But you'll notice that at the top here, this one doesn't have any additional resources. It's not connected to any specific standards. It does have citations, but it also has segments. So one of the things I can do is I can choose just certain segments of this video. So let's say I want to look at him being the most controversial man in America. Now it's going to jump to that place in this video.
McCarthy also failed.
Notice that it doesn't actually just show you that small piece, it just begins at the beginning part of that video. You can share to Google Classroom, but you can't necessarily just share the segment. For some videos with segments, you can share just part of it. So I'm going to switch to another video. This one is the Civil Rights Movement in America. This video is 17 minutes long, but you'll notice underneath this one, for this one you can just look at specific segments of the video. So even though they're accessible up here in the segments spot, which will tell you how long each segment is, if I decided I just wanted to show students the nonviolent protests for civil rights, the Montgomery bus boycott to the Voting Rights Act of 1965, then I can go down here to segment 4, I can save it to my Google Drive, I can download it. To share it to Google Classroom through California streaming, I would have to share the entire video. But if I just wanted to show a piece of it, I could save it to my Google Drive and then share it from my Google Drive as just that segment of the video. California streaming also allows you to search for images and audio. So images is much smaller than video. There are not nearly as many of them. You'll notice that video has over 28,000 options. Images have 14,000 options, and I did some exploring with the different subject areas, and history and science have almost all of them. The other subject areas have almost no images listed in here. So this gives you 5,954. So there's quite a few that cover history and science, but there are very few that are in math, English, visual performing arts. There's a few in these, but not very many. So when I click on these, it's very similar to what it would look like for the video. So I have the image, I can save it to my Google Drive, I can download it, I can share it to Google Classroom. I didn't cover this before, but embed media just means that you can put it into a website. And the last category is audio. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You can also access it by clicking up here, and it will populate just the audio options for you. This time I'm going to look at primary, and we'll see some of the audio that's available. So I'm going to look at this Polite Pirate, which, as we said, is just an audio. So I could play it, and it's going to give me a little video here, but it's just sound.
I'm fond of sailing the deep blue sea.
Shiver me timbers and blow me down.
I'm thinking that ye be afraid of me.
Hoist the sails, we're seaward bound.
So audio often has closed captioning like this one does, so you could support your singing with the lyrics to the song on the screen as well. So there's one more feature, and that is playlists. So if you click up here at the top at playlists, you'll come to this screen, and there are some uncategorized videos here. You can just ignore those for now. But you can create your own playlists by adding video, audio, images to those playlists. There's also shared playlists. None are showing here, but these would be ones that I could share with other people. And then there are a bunch of public playlists. So if you're interested, for example, in Dr. Seuss, you could click on the Dr. Seuss one, and a teacher from Rio Vista Elementary has put together looks like 6 video read-alongs of Dr. Seuss books. So if that interests you to look to see how other people have connected videos together or images, then that would be a good place to look. Another example, social emotional learning, controlling our emotions, kindness. So there's lots of different videos. You'll see these are all videos that have been put in this playlist. So as you explore California streaming, think about how you might be able to use it in your classroom, what videos you might be able to download to your Google Drive to have access to in the future, or download to your computer to have access to in the future as well. Thanks for watching and have a great day.